Hey y'all, thank you for clicking on this video and welcome back to the San Jose franchise mode here. Just a little recap. This past year, we did lose in the Stanley Cup Finals to Tampa Bay, but the more devastating thing about that was we did not win one single home game. That was a kick in the groin, a punch to the stomach, just absolute BS. But it is what it is. I mean, it just it just doesn't make sense why you can't win at home. It's just more road wins after road wins after road wins. Like, they were not a good away team until they played us, and they were equally as bad as at home. But it is what it is. Now we're looking forward into the future of this team and the entry draft. This entry draft isn't the best entry draft, but there is a franchise defensive defenseman, which I believe would work good alongside Hughes. And also, I've never seen a franchise defensive defenseman, so I'm kind of curious on how that person will grow, because typically defensive defensemen don't grow. And this is the draft with Landon Dupont. So, I mean, that's an easy pick. But with us, we only have a 31st, 41st, and after that, yeah, we don't have many draft picks this year. And with contracts, I am going to let go of, we'll just go position by position. I'm going to let go of Duchesne. I'm just going to let him ride. Marchand, we had him for a couple years. It's time to let him ride. Kyle Connor is looking for a contract extension, but for 7 years he doesn't want it. But for 1 year, he's looking for a 1 year deal. The only thing is that eats up at most of our free agency money. It's a 95 overall, yes, but I think that might stunt the growth of this team. So we got to see, who we have left on this team after letting go of contracts like Morano. I'm probably going to let him go because we have Ethan Bear to fit in on that second line. That's why I got him, so we can move on from him. Bean, Mook, we have Prnovich, which giving him a $4 million contract, I'm thinking to just move on from that because it's not worth $4 million. We can probably try to get somebody off of free agency, so that will free up just a little bit of money. And Samsonov, probably let go of him. So let's just get into this draft. See if we can even try to get something for this first overall pick, but we would have to give up an absolute load for him, like a first, a second for this year. Defenseman, who would they want? Like, I would probably give up Dickinson because, I mean, he's a medium elite. He's only a 76 right now, 21. He's a minor league top 2. Like, this guy is taking forever to grow. I don't know why specifically it takes him so long to grow. And who else would it be? So yeah, I would give up him. And I believe there was somebody else, but like, that is not enough for a first round pick. Like, we would have to give up somebody else, maybe Peckham. But he's growing. I would give him 1 more year before he's really there. Svitov, I mean, he's a defensive defenseman, so I would get rid of him. So it would be those two. For Columbus's first, I would give up a first and a second. Like, that's not enough to get a first round pick. Like, they technically need that defensive defenseman, and it will go right nicely alongside Schaefer, so they could use that. And other than, like, there's nothing I can really do to acquire this first round pick. It is a lot to get this, so I'm going to just let that be and possibly try to get something for these two maybe next year when they are considered a bust. I also want to see what Dixon goes up to after this year. So we'll just move on from that. And with Brnovich, just to get this $4 million off the books, we're going to go to the Predators. They're a selling team technically, so I'm just going to ask for a third. And because with the defensemen they have, like Brent Burns and a couple of these older guys here, it's just let's move them onto this team. They're probably going to need him. They have a lot of older guys, so they can move on from them and have somebody who is still in his prime helping that out. But I'm done with Brnovich. An 81 overall is Kabalun, but let's go back to this trade real quick and just get that done. I just want to pick for this year's draft, a depth pick. So a third for Brnovich, trade accepted. All right, beautiful. So 81 overall for him. Does he have any X factors to start off with? Just one, ice pack. But 81 overall is a bit low for a franchise guy. 74 for DuPont. 79 for Jemkins. Vanier, another offensive defenseman. Let's see for him. Oh, nothing, but he'll be something in a few years. Let's just see what the top 10 is looking like. Anything falling, or is it just a quick steep drop off? Both of those words mean the same thing, but top 10. I mean, you have this guy, not bad. He can probably turn into something. Jacobson, I mean, he already has a couple X factors, so good for them. You have a sniper over here, so that's another good pick for Nashville and their future. So let's just go to our picks, see who's available, and ride from there. Pretty much right now we're reaching because our scouts did not do good with scouting, but we do need a right winger and a sniper. So Nico Vitanen, we're going to pick him. I mean, how many years? 4 years, a John Tavares type. It's just a raw prospect, a top 6 playmaker. So not even what he was listed as, but with these computer scouts, it's always a swing or miss. They rarely get a good scout report. Very rarely do they have a good scout report, but let's just go with best available. They have Backer, another offensive defenseman, 64 two-way defenseman. I have a feeling I've picked him before. So let's see what they have. Did anything else happen late in the second here? Low elite Antropov, so could have gotten that for the forward core depth. Let's roll down here. A medium elite goalie. I hope that wasn't the gem for us. Let's keep rolling down here. Nothing. All right, so let's make our pick. Is our pinned guy still here? He is. American goalie Caleb Milson. Let's roll with him. So we have at least one possible medium elite that we draft. A butterfly medium elite. I haven't seen that in a while, and I'm good with that. I am just fine. A nice medium elite. Anybody else get through? No. Let's pick another, probably right winger. The other guy that was supposed to be here is gone. We can wait on nickel. So let's just take best available. Top 6 power forward. Maybe it's bottom 9. Top 9 grinder. All right, beautiful. Not what we needed, but whatever. And then right to the 6th round. Just picking whoever's best available. Just throwing whatever out here. Enforcer. So we'll keep that around. He's probably a defensive defenseman. Bottom 6, not bad. Another playmaker though, not what we needed. And then final pick of the draft. Who do we get? Anybody special? Low elite. He's probably not even that. He's probably a defensive defenseman. Tallest guy, 6'7". How about heaviest? 6'5". Let's just go with the possible low elite, which is not going to be that. 7th defenseman. Should have known. But it is what it is. Let's get done with the draft. Is it the good draft? No. Is it a terrible draft? Eh. I mean, it wasn't a good draft in general. It was very top heavy. So we'll have to work with that. But here is the re-signing stage. Let me just knock out the scouts, the coaching staff. I mean, we did good this year with who we had coaching and everything like that. It's just not winning at home really, really sucked. But let's give him a new contract. Gabriel, let's give him a new one. Let's just say 1.3. See if they'll accept that. We just need 2 new AHL coaches, and then let me deal with scouts and coaches are taken care of. So let's roll through here. Samsonov, just gonna let you go. It's as simple as that. So Gorgiev would be our backup as of right now. Let's sign out all of our goalies. Why not just get them on their first contract immediately? So yeah, we got one Tulipov. He's slowly coming up. He might be a starter or backup there in the AHL. So we'll keep an eye on that. Defenseman, Marino, release him. Mook, how much does he want? 2.2? Sure. Why not? He accepts our offer. Down here defensively, let's sign Backer to contract immediately and Muller. So we have the 2 of these guys ready. Okay, so San Jose, he will be playing Muller. Let's see where he's going to play. Down there in the AHL, that's beautiful. How many well, let's see. We got 3 up here, 4, 5, 6. Then down here in the AHL, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Give or take. Thrun, I may just get rid of for a 7th round pick. We'll see what it is. Cagnani, I mean, he's a perfect AHL guy, so we'll keep him down there. And he's a top 4, so who knows? Dickinson, come on, man. I need to see a good growth out of you this year. So really, defensively, we just need a second pairing top 4 guy. Hughes, come on, man. I need to see good growth out of you this year. I mean, what stats do you need best help with? Puck skills. I mean, offensive poise, puck skills, skating's good. Defensive awareness is good. Everything's good, man. I need to see you. You're elite. You're playing against or with Rasmus Anderson, who's absolutely helping that. Like, I need to see growth here in the next couple years. Bear is a good top 4 guy. We just need another top 4. So that's good. Right wing, Dadonov, just going to release him. I need to see good growth out of Haltonen and Peckham. Like, this is your year, guys. Come on. Brandon Coe, no. I'm probably going to just let those 2 guys walk down. Just let them walk. Vaughn, was he a 2-way guy? AHL top 6? No. I will sign these 2 guys. Well, actually, I'll wait on that for 1 year because they'll just be playing in juniors. So, Vaughn, here you go. You're just going to be a depth guy in the AHL. Graf, yeah, let those guys roll. I might sign one of these guys just as an AHL guy. Probably Brandon. Sniper, I don't need a sniper. I mean, you know what? I will keep Daniel. Yeah, I will keep him. Keep Daniel. Release Brandon just as an AHL guy because I really want Peckham up in the NHL this year. So let's sign Daniel for a 1-year deal. So we'll do that. He'll get back to us. He'll probably accept that. Connor, I'm going to wait. Brad Marchand. If you hold your elite for 1 more year, that would be crazy. But I will be moving on from you just for depth reasons. Musty, you should have good growth this year. Goodrow, it's finally good to get you off the books. Neto, a solid AHL help. Why not? A veteran down there, we'll give him his captaincy down there in the AHL. Why not? Urquhart, we'll sign you. Why not? AHL help. We need all the help down there as possible. We're going to need a second line right winger and a left winger at least. Cove, he can be scratched, and then these two can be playing. Right now, I'm just holding out on Kyle Connor because I really don't know. Like, do we keep him for 1 year? He doesn't want a 1 year deal. He now wants more, but that's the thing. Yeah, he's a 95 overall. Yeah, is he going to help the team right now? Yes. Long term, I don't know. Locking him into a 7-year deal at 37, no movement clause, that could set this team up for failure. Duchesne, let's move on from you. It's really time to let these young guys grow. So we have to worry about that. AHL centerman, Thomas, Gregor, just says release you. Gregor, it's release you. Caldwell, I'm just going to sign you. You're an 80 overall for a minor league deal. Simple. Lund, same thing. 1 year, a minor league deal. He accepts that. It's really just Kyle Connor. I mean, we have $24 million this offseason. We can sign two positions that we need, which is right winger and left winger. So we need two wings. We already have two centermen. I mean, we could get a better centerman as well, but we have a decent depth of centermen. I mean, Delandria, he can play on the wing for another year. I mean, he's decent. He does have decent awareness. I mean, just a solid two-way player. So that 24 can go into two wing players that we could use and extra defenseman. If not, we sign what? How much does he want? $16 million, and we can only get maybe a left winger, no defenseman. So yeah, Kyle Connor, he was just here to help this team grow for 1 year. I think he did that. I mean, we got to the finals, and it's time just to move on from that now. We need to build depth with this team, so that's what we're rolling with. Yeah, let's see who signs and get to free agency. Daniel rejects, so I'm fine with letting him walk. I can just sign depth players, not in free agency. Our coach comes back. Welcome back, Gabriel. And now it's just all of our scouts. So let's get this done. Let's go. Free agency is underway. Head coaches, I already looked through the best available head coach I think we get, which will also help out our defensive guys, is Cedric Bolt. We already have our AHL guy, our goalie picked. And for scouts, it's a good year for scouts, so I am pretty much cleaning house and getting as many good scouts as possible in. So we have that taken care of. Now let's go take a look at free agency, see what we can get. All right, let's take a look at centers here real quick. Unrestricted, not bad at all. Really seems like nobody wants to come here at all. Pinto, I mean, he's a good center. He could definitely be a good PK guy and a third line center. So let's give him some money. Let's give him 3.2. So that will leave us with 21. We could do that. Left wings. There's really not much. I mean, I would really like to get Teravainen for a year. I mean, Brad Marchand, yeah, bring him back, but no. Right wing, it would really nice to get DeBrincat, but 7 years, 12 million, no. There's really not much to really go with here. I would think Burakovsky just for a year. I mean, we could really try that. He would go on to the second line. I mean, yeah, it's not great. It's not the highest overalls, but we do need a sniper defenseman. Gerard would be too much. Romanov would be too much. Haig would probably be perfect. Defensive defenseman, we could use that, and he would be our top defensive guy. So let's. I know I have to overoffer these guys because it seems like nobody wants to come here. So I would give them 1 year, $5 million. Goalie's a backup. That would be. Why does Kochekov only want 2.5? At 86 overall, I mean, what was his? Hasn't been a good goalie through simulating, but an 86 is an 86. He doesn't want to come here 2 years though. 2 years, I can give you $3 million for that. All right. So we got an extra third liner, centerman. We got a second line left winger. We really just need a right winger, which could be Matt Duchene, or we sit and wait out Kyle Connor. So let's see that. See if we can sign these guys. And I know we have our scouts and coaches coming through. So let's sim day by day here. Here come all the scouts. Bolt, welcome our new AHL head coach, Cedric Bolt. I offered you a goalie coach, but we'll get back to that. Right now, we're worried about players coming through here for our NHL squad. We can always get a goalie coach for the AHL. Here come all the scouts. Here they come. Boom. There's a lot of them. Kochekov has accepted our contract, so we have a good goalie tandem now. Pinto. Okay, man. I guess not. Haig also went to Carolina, so we were 2 for 2. So we lost the defenseman and a centerman. I don't mind that because we do have a decent amount of centermen. They can also play in the AHL, but we can go after Couture and bring him back as a fourth liner, but not with 75 faceoffs. We can get Duchene back for 1 year, but let's get Kopitar, because I know Kopitar always has a crazy face-off. So let's get him 1 year, 2.75. I'll put him on the fourth line. I don't care. He would be a great, another great PK guy. So working on the penalty kill, and let's just continue simming. Defense might be a little lackluster this year. I know I could probably get Gerard, but he would be taking time away from Hughes, and I'm really trying to grow Hughes. Vladislav, I mean, he could be the defensive defenseman, but what if Dickinson's ready to play in the NHL? I could play him with the forward core, and that could really help him grow. So right now, let's just see what moves here, and see if anybody goes after Kyle Connor. And I like how after a couple days, some of these teams are like, maybe San Jose isn't that bad. We're not their first choice, but we're trying to. Kopitar, he stays in Southern California. He's just probably going down the highways there, but he's just going down. We still have 17 mil to spend. That is an interesting trade, especially for a first-line right winger. I know Owen Tippett isn't, but for $6 million, we gotta see his overall. See if we can't have him retained. But I wouldn't give up a second rounder for this year. I'm kind of interested in see if anybody goes after Kyle Connor, see if his contract drops a little bit. I was just looking through coaches, and if we didn't have War as our head coach, Martin St. Louis, that he would probably be absolutely perfect for this team to fit. I mean, just no one wants to go after him. I mean, if we didn't have Worofsky, I would absolutely go for Martin St. Louis. But I mean, this is our goal. This is our guy for the future. I mean, he's a little bit physical play, but I mean, he's fitting this team perfectly. I'm happy with it, so we're gonna stick with him as coach, and we're gonna continue simming here to see what happens to Kyle Connor. DeBrincat, his contract has gone down a little bit. What team is interested in him? Seattle Kraken are interested in for him, but he wants a full no movement clause. Yeah, no, I'm still not gonna do that. I'm interested though. Let's see Kyle Connor though. Okay, I had a couple trades come through here from the computer that are interesting, to say the least. First is Philly. They're a selling team, so of course they would want to get rid of DeBrincat. Or no, they signed DeBrincat, so of course Owen Tippett would be up for sale because they have a lot of centers. And they have a loaded team. They have a stacked team. They are ready to go on a run. But of course, they would want to get rid of Tippett. I mean, trade value isn't much. But the thing is, yeah, he's a sniper, but he isn't acting like a sniper. He has 15 goals and 31 assists. So that is a little concerning. And for $6 million a year, I don't know if I would do that. Unless I can get them to cover like $2 million, and then for a $4 million player who's an 85, that would be absolutely perfect. But they would want a second and a third, probably 2 seconds. The other trade that came through, we would have to sign him, but he would be our long-term second line left winger, and he wants like 6 million, 6 million. Holloway would be the guy, but I mean, he has a couple X factors. I mean, he has good awareness, good discipline, good poise, just good overall. Decent at simming. I mean, for a couple years here, it's only gone up, but a minus player, mostly because he's probably playing with St. Louis. They wanted 2 seconds for him. But he would definitely be our long-term second line left winger, right next to Will. So that would absolutely help round. We would still need right wingers on this team, but Burakovsky would move over, and that would work out. But for 2 second rounders, I don't know. I'm not trying to fleece the computer here, but I'll give up 3 prospects. I'm Rimpin in. Rivet, we just drafted him. He's a grinder, but top 9, he's probably not going to turn anything. And then Henry Thrun, just as a depth defenseman and a couple 4th rounders for neighbors. I could just see this 4th to see if it goes through. It's rejected. That's why I added another 4th in there. But they wanted 2 second rounders for this. But I'm giving up a couple prospects and a couple picks. Trade accepted. So boom, we have our left wing of the future. Now we just need to sign him. He wants like 6 mil. So let's see what he is really wanting. Where is he? RFA. What does he want? 6. He only wants 5 mil. So okay, instead of trying to go 6.5 in free agency, he wants 5 mil. Okay. 5.3. We could probably try to get 5 mil for him. I mean, he's probably not going to sign anyway. Let's just give it 5.25. 5.2. Let's just try that. Yeah, he'll get back to us in a few days. That's fine, which I'm totally fine with. Let's advance a couple days, because if that's the case, I mean, this team's going to be a little top heavy. All right. He's rejected, so let's go back and talk to him again. Okay, 1 year at 4.5. Sure, he'll still be an RFA, so we can just go through this whole thing again next year. But for him to sign, let's give him 1 year at 5 mil. That's totally fine. He'll get back to us. He's going to be an RFA again next year, so that just helps us out anyway. I should have tried to give him just 5.3. That would have been a really good deal. Anybody going after Kyle Connor? No. still at 13 mil, so his price is just only going down. Still waiting on Neighbors' response. Let's see here. The Capitals really want to give us Dubois, however you want to say it. He's finally accepted our contract, so there we go. We got him for 1 year. We have 13.1 million. We can absolutely sign Kyle Connor for 1 year again, get him back here on the team. He would want to come back here, but we wouldn't have anything for the future again. But I wouldn't mind another 1 year deal because as of right now, that Philly trade, it would work out in our favor. Owen Tippett, absolutely. I wouldn't mind having him on this team. And also, his number is 74, so he would fill out the 70s line on that top line, which would be also very fun. But I don't think he's going to grow very much. We would have to give up a second and a third. Like a second next year, a third next year. That would also already deplete our cash stock for draft picks again to try to move up. And I would also ask him to retain 2.2, so it's a $4 million contract, so we have some money, but I don't think they would go for this. They would want to get rid of him, but it's getting him would be a question mark of will he be able to score for us on that top line? I mean, he only had a 50-point season once, and for a second and a third, that is a lot where we could use to try to trade if Dickinson isn't good enough to get that a better draft pick. But we have the money. We could just offer Kyle Connor something, maybe a couple days to see if his price goes down a little bit, and then just snag him up again. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I waited multiple weeks to see if his price goes down. It hasn't, so I'm just going to offer him a 1 year, $12 million deal and see if he accepts. See if he joins our team. He's going to reject it, of course, but hey, his price went down even more, which is perfect because then I can just go up a little bit, make it 11 million even, and then he'll probably accept that. And then boom, we have him back on the team again. And we're in business. But I'm surprised no one is going after Will. He has rejected the offer again. But you can just go up again to 11 million because no one else in this universe has the money to sign him. That's why no one's going after Will here to sign him because no one has the money. That's why you do that for 1 year deals. Two teams are going after him now finally. He's going to the Kings. Well, there goes a wrench in my plan. So let's go back and revisit this Philly trade because now we need a top right winger. Philly, I'm coming to you because I'm desperate now. So Owen Tippett, let's ask you guys to retain 2.2 for him for his contract. So it's a flat 4. It'll be easier to move in the future. 2.2. And I know you guys want a second rounder this season, but can we make it a third for this season and in 2 seasons it's a second? How about that? Will that work for you guys? Philly? Probably not because we're asking them to retain salary. It's rejected, of course, because we're asking to retain some salary. I don't mind throwing in, how about another 4th? A little future 4th. How about that? It's rejected. How about this? 2 seconds for Owen Tippett. It's rejected. All right. Will you guys work with me and take just 1.5 of his contract, and I will give you the second that you want for next year and the third that you guys wanted. How about that? Will you guys do this trade? It's rejected as well. Fine. You know what? How about just a second straight up for Owen Tippett? Trade is accepted. There we go. We got our first line right winger in the books. let's get this sim into the next season, see how this team looks. Okay, let's take a look at the San Jose's new roster and a quite shocking surprise you'll see on defense here in just a second. But here are the offensive lines. You have Eklund, Neighbors, and Tippett on that first line. We got to get Tippett fit into this first line. I mean, he fits into the second line. It's just a matter of swapping these two back and forth, but they will fit the same. We got to get Neighbors fit into that second line, but good. Top six, not the best. I mean, it's not that big of a step back from last year. I mean, we do have an 85 instead of a 95 on that top line, but Neighbors, 87, pretty good. And Burakovsky, it is what it is. I mean, I can move these guys up or put Burakovsky down here and put Musty on that top line or on that second line because he's now up to an 83 overall, so that is amazing. Trying to give him as much ice time as possible, but he needs to work on his senses for offense and defense, but other stats are perfect. Delandria is the third line centerman. We do have Peckham. He is listed as a fourth liner, but let's play him up on the third line. He's an 81 overall, so we can do that and get a +1 on that bottom line and have Holtonen playing up here because he has a little bit more senses, but let's start out with Peckham on that third line. Kopitar's on the fourth line. I'm going to probably try to ask him to play fourth line fitting, but it is what it is. Cove is playing on this fourth line just because of his awareness. We could put Ty in there if we need another, or Caldwell. Caldwell is actually going to be the sub guy, but Thomas, he could play there for Cove, especially if we need an extra face-off, depending on how our penalty kill is doing, because we need technically another centerman. I have Will on one of those lines. Defense, this is the big surprise. Svitov, remember he was like a 61 at the start of last season? He is up to an 83 overall. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to try to ask him to play second line defensive pair and then move him up. It is beautiful. He's looking more like a two-way defenseman. He just needs to work on those puck skills. But offensively and defensively, this guy's looking more like a two-way defenseman. So I'm going to ask him after fitting into the line to try to become a two-way defenseman. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. And, of course, Dickinson is not an 80 overall yet, which is a bummer. I could bring him up and play him if that's what you think I should do. Try to get him up here and play. Secure still doesn't want to fit into any of the lines, and it's even worse if you put him with Svitov. So that's the thing. First line power play unit, we do have this going across the board here. Eklund is not going to be the finisher. That is going to be Celebrini. Will Smith is the distributor. So we have these guys doing everything. Actually, I'm going to put Eklund in as the distributor, so that can work out. I wanted to put Hughes, but Hughes can get the points. Burakovsky's on that first line power play line because we have Rasmus on the second line with Delandria and Neighbors. Like, I could switch it up and put Musty on the first line, but we're loading up the first line to see. We can shift and change with this. Neighbors is not the finisher. That is going to be Tippett. So we have that. Penalty kill as decent. We have Kopitar and Neighbors on the first one with Rasmus and Svitov. Then second line we have Hughes and Bear, Musty and Delandria +2, and then the third line is Burakovsky, Will Smith, Bean, and Mook. And then goalie wise, Askarov's still an 89. Hopefully he can get some type of jump soon to 90. Really would like that gold play style. Kochekov backup, so we have that. Scratches, these are our scratches. A couple centermen. And then down here in the AHL, a good team, I would say. We have a couple lower rated guys in there, but they need the playing time. Defensively, good. Dickinson, dude, this is the year. If you don't grow, this is it. I'm trading him because he's 21, still 70. I mean, this guy's been a 70 for so long. He doesn't want to play on the first line time down there, so we're probably going to move on from him, get a couple draft picks back from him. Gorgiev is the starter down there, technically our third goalie, so that's the squad. And our first line is the 70s line, 74, 71, and 72. So that is rolling pretty good. We just need to get them to play together. That's pretty much it. We are going to sim through free agency, just get to regular season and ask a couple of these guys to fit in, so we know how the regular season of next episode is going to start out for us. A bunch of trades. I'm gonna do that anyway. Take that trading block off because apparently the computers know what you want best for this team, but not. I will give it to the computer. They did come up with a couple good trades this off season for our team. I will admit that. The Owen Tippett trade and Jake Neighbors, I hope it works out. Burakovsky, we have some shooters on this team. So, where is it? Let's get Neighbors. Let's see if he can fit into the second line. That would be absolutely perfect. Scheme fit, will you please fit? Beautiful second line. That's going to help out tremendously. And you would fit into the power play. So we have one there. Hughes, let's get Tippett fit in. Come on, Tippett. I mean, you would fit in anyway. So let's get you on the first line. Will he be a first line forever? Probably not. We really need to find that other 90 overall to get on that top line. Burakovsky, Bear, Svitov. Let's see what we can get here. Scheme fit, convinced. No, he does not. Let's get a new topic then. On ice play. Let's try play styles 50-50. Let's try two-way. Very risky. So, okay. He doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to accept his roles just yet, which I get it. Just starting out, scheme fit for Musty. Doesn't want to fit into any of that. Okay. Peckham, he's fine. Let's see if we can get what's his name fit in. I mean, he's probably a little bit down here. No, Kopitar, Burakovsky. I was looking for him. I just found him. I would go talk to Kopitar. Fourth line, please, man. He understands he's capable of working on a different line. Yeah, he's still an 82 overall. I get it. I get it. Burakovsky. Let's see if you can fit into the second line, please. Scheme fit. Second line. That will also help you on the power play. There we go. Beautiful. We got the team setting up nicely. Ethan Bear, I believe I have you on third. So let's see if I can fit you onto the third, 50-50. Third line. Focus on winning. Yeah. A prominent role. I get it, dude. But, hey, defenseman's played all the time. It's not like I'm going to be taking away any of your ice time. Secure. His adaptability is high up there. Convincing. Does not. So why have high adaptability if you're not going to be convinced of anything? See, game, that doesn't make sense. Peck. I really want to fit you into that third line, but we'll see how this is looking. Cove, 50-50. Will you fit onto the fourth line for me? Yes, you will. So beautiful, getting even more bonuses across the board. So that is looking nice. So before we end this episode, let's get it up to the first game of the season. And remember, Kyle Connor did accept the Kings contract, so yeah, it's going to be a bit of a rivalry here. This team, yeah, do we take a little bit of a step back? But yeah, it's time to play Musty and Peckham. Like this third line's looking good here, +2. I could probably get it to a +3 if I ask Peckham to fit. So I'll probably ask that. Will Smith, it's a +3 on this second line. We got a power forward, sniper. If it'll probably be a +4 or +5 if Burakovsky had a couple play styles. But we have pluses everywhere, like it's supposed to be. Defense is still a little We need to ask these guys to really fit. So defense is a little bit of a concern coming into the season here, but offensively, This team is looking good. Let's just ask Peckham and finish off this episode here. Ready for the next upcoming season. So what is it, year 4? So Peck, let's see, will you fit into the third line? No, you will not. So we have to wait and ask in a couple months. But let's take a look at record books, see how this team is doing. As of right now, we have William Eklund with games, seasons, goals is Celebrini, assists, points, penalty minutes, and Askarov is our goal leader. Still a long way to go for Marlowe, for Joe Thornton, and Nabokov for these guys. But I think Askarov would beat Nabokov just because he's our franchise goalie. I'm not trading him away. He's played good for us so far. It's just the team in front of him should be a little bit better. So we'll go with that. Will Smith, I faith. So yeah, we're going into year 4. Let me know what you think about this team, and if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I thank you all for every view that I get, every comment, every like. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.